David was an ordinary man, living an ordinary life in a small town. He had a stable job at a grocery store, a tiny apartment, and a routine that never changed. But deep inside, he carried a dream to run a marathon. As a child, he would watch marathons on TV and imagine himself crossing the finish line. But every time he thought about trying, doubts would creep in. "I'm not an athlete," he told himself. "I don't have time. I don't have the energy." Years passed, and his dream stayed just that, a dream. One evening, David's friend, Mark, visited him. Mark was an adventurer, always trying new things. When David mentioned his childhood dream, Mark smiled and said, "Why don't you try?" David sighed. "It's too late. I've never run before. I'll fail." Mark chuckled. "You don't need to run a marathon today. Just take one step. Go outside and walk." Something about Mark's words stayed with David. That night, he put on an old pair of sneakers and stepped outside. He walked to the end of the street and back. It wasn't much, but it was something. The next day, he walked a little further. The day after, he jogged for 10 seconds. His legs burned, his breath was short, but he smiled. Weeks turned into months. His short jogs became longer. He upgraded his shoes, ate healthier, and started waking up early to train. People in the town noticed. "David, the grocery guy, is running?" they whispered. Some laughed, some doubted, but David kept going. One morning, after nearly a year of training, he signed up for a marathon. His heart pounded as he stood at the starting line, surrounded by experienced runners. As the race began, his mind screamed, "What if I can't finish?" But he silenced his fears with Mark's words, "Just take one step." The race was brutal. By the 30th kilometer, his legs felt like stone. His energy was draining, and doubt returned. He saw runners dropping out. But then, he heard a voice, his own voice, whispering, "One step, just one more step." Step by step, he pushed forward. The crowd cheered, his body ached, but he refused to stop. And then, after what felt like an eternity, he saw it, the finish line. With his last ounce of strength, he crossed it. He collapsed, breathless, tears streaming down his face. He had done it. The town erupted in celebration. The man who once doubted himself had achieved the impossible. Later, a young boy approached him and asked, "How did you do it?" David smiled. "I just took one step, and then another."